Hello, my name is Flo Magdalena, and I would like to welcome you to this presentation. I'm going to be sharing the updated protocols for the Heart of the World flower essences. And if you're not familiar with these, Mary Magdalene has commissioned Nancy Strachan and I to harvest flowers from the south of France in the René La Chateau. Pardon my lack of French accent. Saint Baume, Vougarache, and La Valdoux area of France to bring the subatomic structure of the flowers and the subatomic structure of our bodies into a fuller and more clear alignment. And one of the things that we have been working with the essences is the capacity for one flower or one essence to actually represent all flowers and all essences all over the world. So the Heart of the World was established from the auspices of Mary Magdalene, and we have been working with them since the early fall of 2019, which is about 2 years. And many of you have already experienced those protocols, and so I won't go into those, but I wanted to do with you today this update that Magdalene has offered us for using all 16 essences for specific purposes. And what Mary has conveyed to us is that she would like us to understand more fully that we are entering into what she calls the new earth. And there is much talk now about the new earth and what that means and how we hold the consciousness of oneness and truth in the world that has been programmed in our awareness as duality. So the essences have specific focuses this time, much more than having all kinds of different symptoms and understandings about what they could apply to or so forth. So what I'm going to do is to share with you the information that Magdalene has offered us, just so that you can see that it's much more interesting than just hearing it. So this is the logo that we have, and this was taken from the stained glass window in Mary's Cave in St. Baume, and it was one of the windows that were very much facing outward from the door. And Mary says that these are representing the heart of the world. And this is what she said here, that they're for the whole human race. But then she said, in this year of 21, we are co-creating with the flowers and all of nature a new earth. To this end, we are invited by the essences of the flowers to receive the intention of their subatomic structure in more fully moving us forward. We offer new guidelines here to affirm the new vibration of life that is brought to us through the guidance and esteem of nature and the flowers that grow to express the beauty and promise within the Mother, the Great Mother Earth. All right, so the first one is the oak, the Rennes La Chateau symbolic oak essence. And this is basically to stand in the world and unify with all of your parts, all of your essence, and bring that unparalleled energy of unification, unifying energy to the world. The second is the La Valdoux signal oak, and this is bringing strength. This is to strengthen all of your aspects specifically, but this is to offer that particular essence. The La Valdoux hawthorn is bringing you freedom. Freedom from anything that needs to be cleared from the physical body and from any genetics, or to move the divine imprint more fully into your body and your life. The La Valdoux white rose is bringing clarity, absolute clarity, opening only to the new, to whatever it is that you want to do to begin again. The Vougarache heather is bringing assurance, stepping forward without the need to know anything but your own knowing, actually, and protecting you and stabilizing and assuring you of the sacredness of the divine that stands with you. The disciple of light is bringing you a non-dual experience, total non-duality, each breath bringing and signaling this opportunity to bring this understanding. And then the Vougarache yellow daisy is bringing for you the embodiment of who you are through the peace of union within yourself. And this is coming forward with the embodiment of every single part of you. And the St. Balm Blue Chicory is bringing peace, remembering oneness, joining with all life, seeing and feeling the power of union with all elements. The St. Balm White Daisy with the yellow center is about forgiving, moving on, accepting, allowing, and being seen. So putting aside all frustration and the energy that you might be carrying to try to figure everything out, and just stepping forward, being seen, and allowing. The St. Balm Blend, the Purple Harmony and Destiny Flowers, is about putting your eggs in the basket of your heart and soul and trusting, expanding your confidence, moving forward, using the choices that you now have to align with your highest and best good, greatest good. And then the St. Balm St. John's Wort is about harmonizing every single part of you in a deeper and more profound way. The 12 is St. Balm Resplendent Scabiosa Flower Blend. And that's about getting started, going, acting, no more hiding, moving out, connecting with something greater that you are here to do. The 13, the Holly and Ivy from the St. Balm Mountain Path, is about the inner connection. It's about divine masculine and feminine, and of course divine union. And more, it's about an inner marriage of interconnection between you and all relations. So everything within is being brought together in this harmony. And then 14 is the St. Balm Divine Mother Dark Pink Rose, which we know is extremely profound in bringing peace and honoring all life. And this one brings absolution. So this is for the masculine and the feminine to find the peace of the heart so that everything is absolved. And then number 15 is the Pink Rose of Unconditional Love from St. Balm. And it basically speaks for itself. Are you ready? Are you ready to enter into an unconditional love space? And then the last one is 16. It's the Frilly Lavender Flower, St. Balm Mountain. And this is about living with others in a way that accepts and that allows for each person to be who they are, to bring their gift, to fit in, to create together, and to have a place of actual acceptance. So these 16 essences are very important in our bringing forth the consciousness within ourselves to support the awarenesses that are designed within us and that bring us forward in the world to offer a new vision, new clarity, new awarenesses. And of course, all of these essences are cornerstones to creating a larger dynamic that allows all of us to cooperate just as the flowers and nature do with all life, so that we can bring together a larger sense of unification in ways that we have maybe not yet fully understood or unified with ourselves, so that we can be out in front of a movement to unify all aspects of life, to accept and allow for all beings to matter, honoring their lives, and to further the information and guidance from Spirit that allows for there to be unification in each and every moment, no matter which particular part of consciousness we're working with. So these essences are to, just like this mosaic, fit all of us into the pattern that we've chosen. Each of us have chosen a different element, perhaps a different size or color or shape. And when they all fit together, we have this beautiful heart of the one. So we will continue with individual consults with these essences. If you have these essences, you can use them for this new protocol. We will be available to consult with you and to bring forth whatever it is that would best serve you. These consultations are with Nancy Strachan, who lives in Virginia, or with me, I live in Vermont, or with Ruth Cooper, who lives in Wales, or Dominique Renaud, who lives in Quebec. And Denise Weinberger also is a New York representative, and so she is also available to work with you. And so the five of us are holding consultations with you, and then we are working with whatever it is that you would like to procure in terms of the essences. And there are information packets and brochures available for a more extensive understanding of these different essences and what they bring. And then the dosage and the prescription comes from your collaboration with one of our representatives who has an affiliation, a deep resonance and structural connection with Mary Magdalene to support you in receiving the greatest benefit from Magdalene, from each of us, from the flowers, and of course from the great Mother Earth. So we invite you to feel into using these, to open to whatever your body and your heart and your mind and your spirit are ready to embrace in your life, and to more fully understand your own role in and potential for bringing all of these essences inside of you into the world through cooperation and collaboration with the essences of the mother's heart, which are the flowers. So we hope that you will respond to one of us and reach out and ask any questions that you have, and know that we are in this process by opening our capacity to hear and listen and receive, and that many of us are using whatever proceeds we would be receiving from the essences for personal projects. Nancy uses hers for her ministry in Rwanda, and I'm using mine to further the film of I Remember Union, and also the publication in translation of the French, the Hebrew, the Hungarian, and other languages that are now being created with I Remember Union. So thank you for being part of our community, for being part of this venture to bring the flowers and the earth and the heart into oneness. And we all wish you the best now and always.